Welcome to Dice Up the Classroom. I'm Ryan Reed. You know, most people use Google Chrome almost on any computer here, whether it's a Chromebook, PC, or MacBook. It's one of the most widely used browsers out there next to Firefox and Safari by Apple. However, sometimes Google Chrome gets neglected. Did you know you can do add-ons just like Google Apps for Education? And do you know there's more than one searchability in Google Search? Well, today I'm going to tell you exactly how it is and tell you how you can polish up your Chrome. I've been a Google Chrome user for a couple of years now. It's become one of my favorite browsers to use outside of Apple's Safari. However, what's been so great about using Chrome is how it can seamlessly integrate perfectly with Google Drive and Google Apps for Education. But, instead of just downloading various apps to expand your different Google Drives, whether you're on a Chromebook, one-to-one iPads, or even one-to-one laptops, there's much more you can add just simply to the Google Chrome browser itself. One of the first ones is looking right straight through the Google search here. Download it straight at the Chrome App Store, no problem, and add it right to your dish bar. And actually, did you know you can actually put in the Google Chrome command apps right on your MacBook? That's right, you can download it simply for free right on your MacBook, and with there, you can access all your Google Drive folders, apps, straight from your desktop without even having to go straight into the browser. It's a simple shortcut that'll save you lots of time when going through your different Google Drives and apps for education. However, I'm here to talk a little bit more about the search engine. First of all, you can actually do a search through the Google search, no problem, right through your Google Drive. You just go right up to Google Docs, go to the search engine, and go ahead and look for your different items or areas. You can go straight through your Google Drive or through the regular Google search. But be careful to check your images if you're going to use them in your various Google Docs, forms, sheets, or slides to make sure there are no copyright problems. If you have any problems with this and you want to look for non-copyright or non-citation problems, check out the following websites here, just linked right here on the screencast. Now, many people are always looking for peer-reviewed journals. Usually use this for graduate students in college so they can make their cited sources when writing their papers or dissertations. However, more and more high school and middle schools are using peer-reviewed journal articles for their citations in their paper. You can actually find them simply through Google Scholar. Right to go to Google Scholar, just go to scholar.google.com and then check in your different search results. Mark down if you want peer reviewed, the years and citations, and also making sure if you actually want anything in a simple download PDF or interlibrary exchange or other services you might belong to. Simply pop in the name of the writers or the articles you're looking for, and Google Scholar will do the rest just like a simple Google search. To add in any more here, I'm going to talk about add-ons. Add-ons are simple to apps, except they go seamlessly fitting the puzzles together for the various Google apps for education or for business. What happens for a Google add-on is you go simply to the Chrome store like any other ones for a download. Once you get there, you do your search. If you look carefully, you will see if it is an add-on straight Google app extension. From there, you can go on, add it simply to your browser, and it will tip on the right part of your Google browser. As you can see, I have several ones here. I have where I can make a direct Google Docs right into my browser. I can add a certain web page or image straight to my Google Drive. I can do a shortcut with goo.gl instead of going to goo.gl web browser, where I can make everything perfectly right here as a shortcut, a URL share, or also make a simple QR code for which students or teachers can scan with their devices and go to the web page I show them. Another one I highly recommend is Shareaholic. For as we know, sometimes we are on several social networks, and while we have Buffer, Google+, Twitter, Facebook, etc., sometimes we want to just do a simple access once we find a resource or an app and go right into it to share it on our various networks. With Shareaholic, once you've logged in, you just need to share it anyway from email right to a social network, press send, put a little message or hashtag if you want to, and away it goes. Simple as that. Now, there are also add-ons that work perfectly with both the browser and with the Google Docs. If you want to look at some of them amazing here are some wonderful add-ons you can put on with your Google Drive or Google browser that really will take your lesson to the next level and roll out learning. So
So
here's
here are
the
my
add
add-ons for Google Docs and Drive. They're stored right up here on the top of the add-ons, and you can add each one of these as you see through by just clicking on Get Add-ons, and of course going through the various libraries. You either can do a search or see what the top areas are. You have everything from label makers to translate to template galleries. And here's one I love using, of course, is the Avery Label Maker. Avery, of course, allows you to put in a system. Once you've added Avery to your Google Docs or Google Drive, you're able to pop in the simple code in which will create a label merge. Pretty much just like in Microsoft Office, this allows you to create labels within your document in which you can label and remark as you see fit. Do you like to chart? Are you a science or math teacher? Why, you can add in no problems whatsoever with actual Google add-on charts. In this case, you can take any spreadsheet through Google Sheets or Google Forms and create your own set of spreadsheets. You simply set up the sheets previously or put in data from your classroom, select it, and then chart in and put in your selection of what you'd like for your chart. Anywhere from bar graph to pie to scatter plot and so forth and so forth. Once you've selected your areas you want charted, you can select the main art, create your chart, and away you go. And speaking of charts and everything, you actually can add in GMath add-on or math formulas right into your Google Docs to really help with your math curriculum. This allows you to make any type of formula all you want in both Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and more. Simply pop in your formula at top, get everything standardized and everything, and then make sure your sizes and names and rendering surfaces are correct. And then all you have to do is load the equation, and it will automatically pop in the Google Docs for use for your lesson, test, or quiz. Many students feel that they have Google Drawing and be a little limited for the images they want to create. However, you have Glyphy Diagram. Glyphy Diagram is a wonderful app that you can use as an add-on right within your Google Docs. It allows you to create your forms as you see fit. Simply select your setup you want to do, in this case, using a cloud service diagram to use within it. Of course, once you're set, you can pop in your images, save them, and add them instantly to your Google Docs or Drive. There's also Kool-Aid barcodes, which are fantastic. Are you tired of using a URL shortener or QR scanner? Or maybe you're trying to teach students about barcodes and other devices that are scanned. With wonderful Kool-Aid add-on, you can create any type of bar or scanning device simply right from Google Docs. All you have to do is input your value, make sure it's straight. If it's a QR code, make sure it is a QR voice, website, or quick shorten URL, and then of course edit and insert it directly into your Google Docs. You also can add on several other ones such as barcodes and scanning devices right from Kool-Aid. And the great thing about this is it's completely free. You also can make your own table formatter within Google Docs or Google Sheets in which you can set up your own table creation instead of starting them from scratch each time. All you do is go to the table formatter, go through the menu selection, find your templates, set them up exactly the way you want them, and of course insert them in the doc. Are you a big user of Gmail? Well, there's an add-on known as Boomerang. Boomerang is a free service for your Gmail and Google Calendar. It allows you up to about 5 uses per month, and then you have to upgrade for a pay feed, however. But what's so great about Boomerang is it allows you to send out delayed email. Are you worried that you're going to send an email on a Friday and it's going to get lost over the weekend to either the person receiving it or you forgetting? With Boomerang, all you have to do is compose a brand new email. Once you do that, you can then set it up to when it will go out. You can send it up to a couple hours to over a week's time to send out this email. This way the email will be ready to go in your sent folder with the Boomerang attached to it and send it out. You also have it for Google Calendar. What's so great about this is sometimes you have students, teachers who have very busy schedules, extracurricular, family time, and so forth. With Boomerang for Google Calendar, you can set out an invite for meetings or appointment times up to 5 chances to different users. Once they do this, they see all their various times. Once the time is selected, they can click on the time they want to use, hit the reminder, and this will allow them to set up their appointment time right in the Google Calendar for that specific time and date and get the alerts for it. It's a great way to organize productivity for people who have very, very busy schedules.
These are just a few of my favorite features to use with Google Drive for Education and other Google App add-ons. If you want more, please look on my site here at Dice Up the Classroom, or go check out Casey Bell at her website at shakeuplearning.com. Casey is amazing and has incredible resources almost daily, both on her Google+, her main website, and more. Casey is just an incredible user of Google Apps for Education. If you have any questions, Casey is the person to look for. Look for her on Twitter at shakeuplearning. Or, of course, look for her other various ones on Google Plus and Facebook now, as well as going right to her website, once again, at shakeuplearning.com. And just tell them that Dice Up the Classroom sends you. For this episode of Dice Up the Classroom, please look for me on Twitter at Ryan7Reed, or look on some more of my other entries here right on my blog at Dice Up the Classroom. I'll see everybody later, and get ready to Google your apps for education and polish that Chrome.